Hello everyone, it's Mark and welcome back. In this video I want to talk to you about the Baker Act and whether or not you can be transferred from one facility to another. The simple answer to that is yes, and I'll give you an example. Let's say for instance you were taken to a hospital emergency room, or you just went to the hospital emergency room on your own because you weren't feeling great. Perhaps you were suffering from anxiety, perhaps you were suffering from depression, perhaps the police and emergency medical technicians came to your house and they took you there, or perhaps your therapist or your doctor told you to go to the hospital and seek counsel. And for whatever reason, the hospital decided to Baker Act you. And perhaps they keep you there for a day or two, and then they transfer you. I've heard of instances where people got transferred as much as 200 miles away from where they were originally Baker Acted. And so, so you're going basically from the emergency room to another facility. And it may be in a completely different county. And a lot of the time families will say, well, how can that happen? Well, it can happen because when you get Baker Acted, you're in the care, custody, and control of the state of Florida. That emergency room where you've been Baker Acted, that facility where you have been transferred to, well, those facilities are agents of the state of Florida. A police officer is an agent of the state of Florida when it comes to the enforcement of criminal statutes here in Florida. The facilities in the hospital, they're agents of the state when it comes to the enforcement of the Baker Act under Chapter 394, which is a civil process, but it enables and allows and permits and authorizes the state of Florida to take custody of you. And so, yeah, you can go from one facility to another. Sometimes a hospital will transfer you because perhaps they don't have a psych ward, or perhaps their psych ward is full, and now they want to transfer you. The issue that sort of, raises is, how quick does that transfer, happen? How quickly can it occur? The simple answer is it's going to take as long as it takes. And the reason for that is sometimes the other facility may not have a bed. So you could in fact be stuck in one facility for 24, 48, 72 hours, and then you're transferred to another facility. And guess what? That 72-hour clock may start again. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen frequently. The other facility says, well, we still have to do the assessment. And so we have 72 hours to do that. And so you could spend a significant period of time in one place, a significant period of time in another place, and for all intents and purposes, nobody knows you're there because the facilities aren't reporting the fact that you've been Baker Acted to anyone. And so that's why I say, and I have said in other videos, that time is of the essence with these cases. If you want to get out, you need to do so quickly. And so, so obviously, I'm going to suggest and recommend that if your loved one's been Baker Acted, you need to reach out to us as quickly as possible. So with that said, this was a really great issue, really great question that was posed to me. I've seen it happen in many cases, and if this is happening to your loved one, I'm here to help. My phone's answered 24/7, and I'd encourage you to reach out to us. With that said, take care. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.